Hello, I'm Sonia. When I was growing up, my mum sent me to church and Sunday school. It wasn't very relevant in my life at that time, but I always believed, as far back as I can remember, that God existed. And I didn't know him then as I do now. I lost my father to cancer when I was 14 years old. I didn't know how to respond to my feelings at the time, and I felt cold and I felt numb. My RE teacher at school was a Baptist minister's wife, and she and her husband had the whole church praying for my dad. And I remember feeling very moved by how much they cared at the time. I never grieved properly, and I carried on with my life. At 17 years old, I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown, but with medication I got better. I married when I was 20 years old, and at the age of 23, I had agoraphobia and panic attacks. I was depressed and I wanted to die. God intervened and put Christian people around me to help me and to support me. I was invited to church and I was given a Bible. And when I read John 3:16, which says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life," I knew this was true in my spirit when I read this. God loved me so much that he sacrificed his Son, Jesus, for me and for all of us on a cross. I was baptized and began my life as a Christian. I had a son and a daughter, and I was very happy. And we were happy for a few years. And then my husband had an affair with somebody at work, and he left us after 11 years of marriage. I was devastated for my children and for myself. I experienced heartbreaking rejection, and I feared becoming ill again. Jesus appeared to me in a dream. He was wearing a white robe and he was holding his arms out as if to embrace me. And over again he kept saying, "I love you, Sonia. I love you. I love you." I felt his presence with me after that. I felt like he was walking beside me, and everywhere I went he was there. It was wonderful, and I just felt so much joy, so much love and so much peace. 2 years later, I married again. Sadly, my husband was extremely abusive to me and my children, and after 6 years, I found the courage to leave him. I fled to a refuge with my children, a women's refuge. He put Christian people around me there too, at the refuge. The lady that ran it was a Christian, and my solicitor was a Christian. I felt safe again. For the next 14 years, I raised my 4 children. I'd had another 2 children with my second husband. I worked 2 jobs, and God guided my life, and I was very happy. And my children and I had a very happy time, and we used to do a lot of things together, go for walks, go for picnics, and just had a lovely time. Life was so much better. I never felt alone because I knew that God was with me, and I wasn't doing this on my own. He was helping me. I attended a Baptist church, and my church family were loving and kind to me over the years. They gave me so much support in so many ways. I met my 3rd husband at the Baptist church after 14 years of bringing up my children. We've been married for 11 years, and we are very happy together. I finally have a husband who loves and cares for me and my children. He loves the Lord as I do. And our families have gelled together beautifully, as though we've always been one family, that has been wonderful to see. We both love Jesus, and we want to spend the remainder of our lives serving him by loving others and being prepared to go that extra mile. He has healed my life from all the pain and rejection of the past. I have a wonderful relationship with my adult children, and I have so much love in my heart to share with others. God can do all things, and he changed my life and turned it around. And I can't imagine my life without him. Thank you for listening to my testimony.